I'm Rachele Ellsworth, and I'm a speech-language pathologist, and I'm here today to show you what's included in Speech Corner Cycles Approach cases. And this is a wonderful, comprehensive product for speech-language pathologists for any of the students on your caseload that you're using the Cycles approach. This is especially good if you don't have a lot of time. I know I worked in Head Starts and preschool programs in the public schools, and I was going from place to place, from school to school, preschool, and you just need everything all together in one spot. It's also very useful if you're a little rusty on what's actually included in the Cycles approach, because it comes with a nice instruction manual that's about, I think, 48 pages. So it walks you through all the steps, gives you forms to help fill out to make sure you're doing it the way it should be done. So let me show you. So it starts off with this nice sturdy plastic case that has a handle. Inside you have 16 little cases, and then like I said, it also comes with this 48-page manual. Then let me show you what's inside. Okay, when you open up the large case, you get 16 smaller cases. It's amazing because all the primary patterns are on one side of the large case, so you're going to get syllable reduction, you're going to get final consonant deletion, initial consonant deletion, cluster reduction. So both initial cluster reduction, S cluster reduction, is going to be in one case. Final S cluster reduction is in a second case. You're going to get fronting, backing, and of course gliding. And so those are all in each individual case, and each one targets certain phonemes, and those are listed on the outside of the case. This particular one, syllable reduction, you'll see the 2-syllable words listed here, and then the 3-syllable words. The nice thing is when you open them up, they're different shades of red, so that it makes it easy to pick out and sort your target words. So you can pull them out, pick which target words you want the student to work on. And remember, with the Cycles approach, you don't need a billion words. It's okay just to target like 3 or 4. And so you can pick out the targets that you want, like what I have here, and then you can put your case back in. It keeps everything nice and organized. And so you can do that before your session starts. Then I can grab my auditory bombardment cards, and those are also, once I open them up, I can see here on the back of my tiles, it keeps everything. It says syllable reduction, 2-syllable words, and then that's what I would find here in my auditory bombardment cards. So I've grabbed the appropriate card. As you can see here, you can use that to do your auditory bombardment portion of your therapy session. So, and it keeps everything just nice and organized. So once you would start a session, you would review last week's words, then you would do your auditory bombardment, you would introduce this week's words, and then you would get into production practice, where you're trying to get the student to repeat those words. Now remember, with the Cycles, you want them to repeat them accurately every single time, so you're going to use all your cues necessary to make that happen. The nice thing is if you don't have a game set up, or you are in a location where you don't have a game, there is a box of motivators and game pieces. So when you open up this box, you're going to get a timer to help keep the child motivated. You're going to get a small tally counter that you can use or the student can use. You're going to get a wind-up toy. You're going to get a stamper so they can mark it each time they practice. There's 20 bingo chips and a die. And all the ways to use these little motivators to make a productive therapy session are also in the manual. So if you find that you're a little rusty on anything I've gone over so far, like what is a primary process? What are auditory bombardment cards? There's no need to worry with this comprehensive product, because this manual will walk you step by step about why to use the Cycles approach, who would be a good client for it, how to select targets, and so forth. So it goes through the whole process. So if you're a little rusty on any of that, no need to worry. Just grab the manual and flip through it, and it'll walk you through everything. And the same with the primary processes are on one side, and then all the primary processes are on one side, and then there's a few selective secondary processes. So I have deaffrication, cluster reduction with triple S clusters. We have the gliding clusters, so initial R and initial L, stopping of fricatives, both initial and then another box for final. And then it's really nice because we also have customizable tiles. So if you're wanting to work on minimal pairs or any unique patterns that they have, you can use a wet erase marker and target those. So this is super nice if you work in multiple locations and you've used the cycles approach before or you haven't, and you just need to be really organized because this has everything made for you. Nice, sturdy, they're like little cardboard pieces, they don't bend. So great for little hands for those little kids that you see on your caseload that are working on this. And to try to make it a little bit flexible for those elementary SLPs. If you're working on really any other phonological processes, you can pull these out and use them for even just a kid that's just stopping and you're not using the cycles approach per se, but you're just working on stopping. You can grab these and play little games. So if you feel like you have some kids that are needing some help with their intelligibility through the cycles approach or phonological processes in general, please go and check out the Speech Corner Cycles Approach cases at speechcorner.com. Thank you.